Good morning, everyone. Today, well, first we're going to start things out. We're going to check on the pigs, and we're going to get their food mixed up, give them some grass, water, all that stuff. But I just want to make sure they're all still here before I do anything else. Yep, they're here. I spooked them a little bit. What's up, little guys? They are less afraid of us now. Last night when I came in here, they all ran up to me, try and find whatever treats I brought them. But we did give them some cantaloupe rinds, just scraps, and they loved it. So I've also got some more honeydew stuff and just some fruit. None of them will really let me pet them yet. They'll sniff me, but anyway, I'm gonna get their food ready. And for those of you wondering why I don't have a heat lamp on them, so obviously they have a bunch of straw in this corner. You can see the milk jug there and a couple bottles there. So currently it's 80 some degrees, and at night it's in the 60s or 70s. So really they don't need any extra heat or warmth. But a few nights ago, actually the day we got them, it got down into the 30s at night, and so we came out here a couple times during the night and brought some we brought some jugs of really hot water, and we just put it in their little bed while they were sleeping, and just to keep them a little bit warmer if they wanted. And then we came out the next morning and they had pushed them all out, so I guess they didn't like them too much. But anyway, these little guys, a lot more friendly. Hey, there we go. They're just smelling my shoes. But anyway, I'm gonna mix up their feed and show you kind of what I'm putting in, at least at the moment. So coming into the shop, those are the 2 buckets we need, but first there's some red wasps. Killed one last night. I don't know what they're doing in here, but anyway, so as you guys know, I picked up a lot of free old food storage, I guess. And so in this one we have cornmeal, and when we open it up, it's actually in really good shape. The outside looked terrible, but the inside, it's all still good. Nothing wrong with it. Honestly, still probably good for human consumption. And then over here, we have some instant milk. And basically, while these pigs are still really little, at the moment, this is all I'm gonna be giving them. Just some cornmeal. And I'm getting about a half a cup of this stuff, the instant milk. And I just mix it up. So they know the food's coming. So we'll just set that one there. And there they go. Making it all dirty, of course, but they do like it. First time I put it out here, I guess it was a little too runny for them. They absolutely hated it. They wouldn't want to eat it. And then when I poured off a lot of the milk, for some reason they were fine with it and liked it. But I know someone mentioned in the comments before, you know, you don't need to feed them grain or anything. This is just for, these are meant to do well on grass and pasture. And while that may be true, I've been told by a couple people that if you want them to be feeder pigs, you can still give them some grain, and that'll help them grow more. But like I said, I'm completely new, so once again, if you guys have any more advice or concerns or comments, please leave those down below, and I'd be happy to read those and learn some more about pigs. I've been doing a ton of pig research, but well, there's nothing like hands-on practice. Now I need to get them some more straw. I'm gonna grab them some grass just while I'm at work. They have something to nibble on. And then of course I gotta dump out their dirty water here and give them some fresh. But here's some clover, and snag some of that. And here's even some wild onions. I don't know if they'll eat those, but I'm sure they'll try them out. And I'm gonna grab him some more grass and clover. It's just that's all I could carry with one hand since I'm holding the camera. So when I first started researching this breed, which I had heard of them quite a few years ago now, but whenever I was looking for information on them, of course I checked YouTube, and there was not a whole lot of videos on this breed specifically. The ones that are on here are older, and they didn't give me a ton of information, especially on feeder pigs. It just so happens that the day that I posted my video about these guys, Justin Rhodes, I'm sure you guys have heard of him. He's a lot more popular on here than I am, but I noticed he posted a video and it was to Idaho pasture pigs. So he got some the same time, and so it'll be interesting to see how they grow compared to each other. Obviously I think he's going the mostly all grass and pasture route, while I am doing a little bit of mixed feeding here. They're going to be on pasture eating a lot of grass, but I'm also going to provide them a little bit of grain and all that. So I'll be making sure to check up on his videos, of course, like I already do, but just to check up and see how they're doing compared to his, because they're around the same age. They're all Idaho pasture pigs, I guess. And the only difference is they're in different states. So that'll be fun to watch, just to see how they grow compared to his. Anyway, that's enough on the pigs. I'm going to head home and feed the baby calves. So right now I'm carrying some feed to the weaned bottle calves. This grain is mixed. It's half of the calf starter, which they were, you know, that's what they grew on. And now I have added in some of the commercial feed, which is an 8% protein mix. And so mixed together, I think the calf starter is 16% protein. So mixed together, you know, you're plus 10, which is good. So, she still lets me pet her. And the other ones are making their way to the grain as well. And the Holstein bull right here, he was actually castrated because we're going to be selling him, well, I'm going to be selling him early. My dad knew of a guy that just wanted one to kind of clean up his pasture, his little yard, I guess. And so he's been castrated and he'll be sold here in a week or so. I just wanted to make sure he was still off to a good start after he got his vaccines and got castrated. So that's him. And he'll be gone here soon, but he's eating grain. They're all eating grain, and so far so good. And she looks tiny because I think she's part Jersey, but she's just a small framed calf. But the rest of them are still doing really well. You can tell how big these guys are. And once again, this is one of the Fleck V dairy crosses, so that's what all my Simmental Fleck V dairy crosses will look like. And all of them have big butts on them, so I've been pretty surprised by that. Kind of hides a little bit of the dairy in them. I'm back in the calf barn, and calves are all doing well. They've already been fed this morning. So as you probably saw from the title of this video, I had a calf dies and my first one to die out of this group. Honestly, I was very surprised. When I first picked up these 10 calves here, there was one chocolate brown one, which you guys may remember him, and he was doing fine. Of course, they all had their little bit of scours whenever I first introduced them to milk powder. But for the most part, there wasn't anything crazy. I had the one, which he's back there. He had the little allergy thing where his head swelled up. But other than that, they were healthy calves. And this chocolate brown one, he got scours about 2 weeks ago. I separated him, put him in the little igloo outside by himself. and I had to tube him a couple times. He was too weak to stand up. He was getting dehydrated too quick. Anyway, it was a rough week for him, and then I finally got him back on his feet. He was drinking a full bottle in the morning and a full bottle in the evening of milk. He was getting extra water during the middle of the day, and he was drinking it all himself. He was aggressive on the bottle. He was butting the bottle when it was done, so I was like, well, this guy's back to normal. And he was going back in with these guys to get back on the milk bar because he was all better. That was 2 weeks of feeding him outside in his own little pen. Like I said, after a week and a half, I was like, well, this guy's all better. And then 2 days ago, he, for some reason, he couldn't stand up. It's like, well, that's weird, because he still tried. He was trying to get up, and he just couldn't. It's like, well, that's strange. He didn't have scours. He looked fine, it was just he couldn't stand up. And then I put the bottle in front of his face, and he still really wanted milk, so he was trying to drink laying down. So I helped him stand up, got him on his feet. He was leaning up against the barn to keep his balance. But he still drank the full bottle really aggressively, acted like he was super hungry afterwards. He was like, well, I don't know what it is, maybe just laid down wrong, and you know, he lost circulation in his legs for a little bit of time, and he's, you know, it'll be better in the next 12 hours. So 12 hours go by, come back, and he can't get up. He still drinks a full bottle, and I helped him up again, helped him stand up, and he could stand up and hold his balance. And then I came back the next morning, and he was laid out, and probably had about, I don't know, 15 minutes to live. He was already past saving. So I really have no clue what actually killed him, because, like I said, he didn't have scours anymore. He was perfectly fine. I had taken him off scour medication probably after about 5 days. I have no clue what killed him. Like I said, it was weird because he was still drinking and he just couldn't stand up. So I don't know what it is, but you lose some, and obviously you hope to lose none. You know, anywhere from 1 to 5% is, I guess, okay if it does happen. But once again, you try to lose 0, but sometimes you just can't save them. So like him, I got him all better. The other one, I thought he was getting better, and he just couldn't do it. So anyway, I did have one die, just so you guys know. So I'm down to, I think I had 44, so I have 43 now. And then I'm selling the one Holstein calf, so I'll have 42. Anyway, the rest of the calves, like I said, they're all doing fine, and I thought he was doing fine, but apparently not. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm hoping to get the pigs trained to electric fence here soon, so that'll be coming up next. And then, of course, more calves, and I'm considering buying a few more Jersey nurse cows just to put some more bottle calves on them, but we'll see how that goes. The sale isn't for another week or two, so I got some time to think about it. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you all next time.